This is the book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson may be edifying. The way of the West is trash. We're supposed to be looking into the way of the East, okay? And when I say the way of the East, I'm going into the customs of us as Israelites, because our way is of the East, okay? And not any and everything out of the East. No, the Holy Scriptures, okay? Let's get this real fast. The book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem is above, is free, which is the mother of us all, okay? So our homeland, if you Israelites did not know, our homeland is Jerusalem, all right? So going back to it, as I said, in the search of our fathers, okay, our fathers dealt with things in the way of the East, okay, not the West. And just to make it more simple, I'm playing the Holy Scriptures, okay, because everybody, even in the way of the East, they not even on the right track, all right? You got all those other different religions and false deities that they do out there, you know, in the way of the East. But what I will say is, even within that, you know, they still have some sense of order out there, okay? But America, Babylon the Great, the place of great confusion, the place of great wickedness, it's a land of darkness. Matter of fact, let's go up 2 chapters. Get this, the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 22. It says, let's start at verse 21. Before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness. You see, where is that place talking about? That place is talking about here, America, Babylon the Great. What does it say again? It says a land of darkness as darkness itself, in the shadow of death without any order. Bro, this place is in disarray, right? Like I did a video, I believe yesterday, how Babylon is that golden cup. You know, I had a conversation with this man from Pakistan, right? And he has been in America for, I believe he said, over 30 years or something to that effect. But like he said, you know, he glorified America. He loved America. And he said he traveled around the world. But he says, nothing is like America. And the main thing that stood out to me, what he said is what? He says, because America gives you freedom of choice. No matter what you want to do, you can do it. And this is why people of the other nations want to come here, because they don't want to be so-called held down by the traditions of their fathers, okay? They don't want to continue to be in order. No, they want to live their life in complete darkness, or they want to live their life without order. You see? This is how a lot of these people want to live. And it says where the light is as darkness, which that goes with this. The book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Are we not seeing this today? Are we not seeing this on an everyday basis? And as time continues to go, we're starting to see it more and more and more and more, right? Confusion after confusion after confusion after perversion after perversion after all manners of wickedness. This is what we are seeing, right? And this shit is being accepted. The things we see is not normal. Like watching the brothers in Dallas. They was on a live stream yesterday, and they had this bug out come up to them. And when the elder Yashawamba said, do you think it's okay? Something around the effect is, is it okay for, a person that was, once, born as one gender, and they just want to change to another, right? Children. And he said, what's wrong with that? This is what we're talking about. That's the mindset that we are talking about. People are okay with this, right? But just like in the days of old, right? People were okay with all manners of madness, right? People were okay with that madness. And this is why the world before got flooded. Because of what? It was the world of the ungodly. This is why Sodom and Gomorrah and those three cities got torched, right? Fire and brimstone. Why? Because they was living the life of the ungodly. They was living an ungodly life. You see, and the same thing is going to happen here in America. Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great. So returning to the Lord, coming back to the Holy Scriptures, which is, our way, because the Bible is a book, of the East, all right? It's not of the West. It's not of the ideology of the West whatsoever. Complete opposite. Complete opposite. You see? All right, so what did I want to get? And this was just something quick through the spirit, So let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning," right? So the things in the Holy Scriptures this was written for our learning. This was to teach us. This was to give us instruction in righteousness. This was to give examples, of what our forefathers went through. Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So as we read about it, right? We read about it. It was written for our learning, because we're dealing with this same exact thing now. We're dealing with the same thing, like Jeremiah, telling the people what was about to take place. The Babylonians were going to come in, sack the temple. We was going to go in captivity, which we're not telling people we're going back into captivity. But the point, what I'm saying is that we're not going to be here forever. You're not going to be able to continue to live your life in wickedness as you see forever. Bro, this is gonna come to an end. In America, Babylon the Great is circling the drain. So what are we telling our people? We're telling our people that destruction is at hand. We're telling our people, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. But you know what? People are ignoring it. Right? Remember, going back to the days of Noah. You had this man out there preaching for 120 years. Okay. Building a big ass ark. Right? Big ass boat. Just think of it as a cruise ship, right? Think how big a cruise ship is. So he's out there building, and you got people just talking shit. You a fool, you crazy, you look stupid, you sound stupid. What you talking about, rain, right? Because remember, there wasn't no rain at the time. It was everything was coming from everything was water by the dew or by like the mist. Right? So when we mention how America, Babylon the Great going to be destroyed, nations going, hit nukes over here. It's like, what? Yeah, America? Yeah, right. And this how Jake be. Can't nobody stop us. Right? We're the strongest of the world. We're the strongest of the world. But it was a point in time. That's why the nation said, well, who can make war with the beast? Right? But we know future prophecy of what future prophecy is saying of America, Babylon the Great will be destroyed. This is the land of unwalled villages, right? The scripture says what? The beast shall hate the whore. Who is the whore? America, Babylon the Great. You see, so we know fire and destruction is coming to this place. We already know it. We can see it. We can feel it. All right? We can feel it. The scripture says, for, let's get there. We're getting off on that. I just wanted to get something quick through the Spirit. You know what I mean? The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 6, it says, verse 5, it says, for her sins had reached into heaven, and the Most High had remembered her iniquities. Who is this talking about? The great whore that sitteth upon many waters, America, Babylon the Great. The Lord has remembered her sins. Ain't no forgive and forget. Nah. You see? So that was just something quick through the Spirit. The way of the West is trash. You know, people need to tap back in, to the mindset of the way of the East. And when I say the way of the East, the way of the Holy Scriptures. All right? So until next time, I want to say shalom.